As we'll see, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him feel uncomfortable.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. There he goes. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Open space at the 25. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Quick release by the QB. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punch him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
He's got an open man.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one at some point in this game. He's going to break a home run. Defense
turning it on. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. White going to attack through the air. Now adjusting. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
It's on target and complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking for space. It's McLaurin. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wake. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, man.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
On the run, it's Washington. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. White wants to throw it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking to pass. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rock it. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. To the air on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mays. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He lets one fly deep. He's got it on the outside. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. And the Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quick strike complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to stacked up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Larson. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll off one deep down the left side. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Keep it up past the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. White going to attack through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now facing second and long after the D breaks into the open. Tackled there by the defense.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
They'll try to run for it. Still on his feet at the 45. Gashing the knee on the right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Wants to throw on third down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now...
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. On over the middle, it's Larson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, he drops to throw. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today at Evanston. 27 to Louisville. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted, and the defense is set up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen.
Trying to take it back. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2, but will it stand? There is a flag down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wake Forest Forrest has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. White wants to throw it. Got his man downfield. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Mays. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Demon Deacons have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Caught. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal. And the Demon Deacons started this drive backed up in their own end, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wake. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Wants to go up top. Here's the Heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback in.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. There he goes. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver.
Hits him in stride at the 10. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Fit it in the window for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think
Wide open spaces. He's at the 40. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a first and 10. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give and tick, 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 tick. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the... Turning it on! He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He makes a grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Demon Deacons will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wake Forest. If they can just hang on, they might be able to notch their first victory of the season. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. First play of the drive, wants to throw. A strike downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking downfield on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you could run in your sleep.
Looking to fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. White going to attack through the air. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating you?
Lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gives it on the option. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Offense now working in the red zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Demon Deacs. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.